Hello everyone, it's Zenergy with SomaAscension. Today we're talking about integration. As a psychedelic sacred breath facilitator, I am honored to be able to sit with people and help guide or guardian or help facilitate these experiences. When you touch the vastness of a mystical or psychedelic state, you often feel like you've seen the very fabric of your soul. And that can be overwhelming for some. That can be disorienting for some. If you don't have a good support system and aren't into integration, I highly recommend that you get some integration for these experiences. If you don't have that, then I have put together some questions and basically like journal prompts so you can go back and write these down and process these beautiful experiences and integrate them, because the real benefit, the real sacred work in this is being able to bring those experiences into your everyday life, into doing the dishes, into how you treat people out on the street, how you make your decisions, how you treat yourself. Like, these are all huge things that will improve with the protocol. Integration is the bridge between the peaks and the valleys. So here's some questions for you, some journal prompts. Highly recommend that you really just sit down with each one and write as much as you can. Even if you don't really know what to write, just start writing, I don't know what to write, and it'll all come to you. It starts flooding out. So here we go. 1. What was the strongest feeling in my body during the peak of the experience? Locate where you felt it, in your chest, in your gut, in your head. Was it hot? Was it cold? This will help you anchor the feeling again. 2. If the experience had one main message for me in just 3 words, what would it be? That way it brings it all down. Keeping it short helps the mind stay focused on the core of what you learned. 3. What is one small habit I have right now that no longer fits the person I became during that journey? That's a good one. This helps you spot what you can let go of with love. And you can let it go with love. It was there, it served a purpose, and now you are growing and not needing these things anymore, and you can let it go with love. Grow forward. How did my view of other people change while I was in that state? You can use this to bring more compassion to your daily interactions. 5. What was the most real thing about the experience that I want to remember when I feel stressed out? This acts as a cornerstone touchstone for peace. So you can think about that, and then it'll bring you that peace back up. And this is how you can take that experience with you into your daily life and keep it longer, not forgetting right away. 6. If I were to act as my higher self for just 10 minutes tomorrow morning, what would I do differently? This makes the mystical practical. And 7. What part of my daily routine feels like it's dimming my light, and how can I shift that? Integration often requires changing your environment. If you go into this work thinking that you're just going to go through it and your outside world is going to stay the same, it is not. Be prepared, because your outside world reflects your inside world. So as you start getting your inside world together, that outside world is going to start to reflect that. And it may be turmoil at first before it smooths out, and you just got to get through that phase so that way you can get to that smoothed out point. 9. Who is one person I feel called to forgive or reach out to after what I saw? Love is the ultimate proof of a deep experience. Anytime you are brought back to love, that's when you know you've had a real experience. Anytime you're like, what's real and what's not real? Anytime you feel that love, that acceptance, that full, you know what I'm talking about. And that's when you know that that's a real experience for you, and you can integrate that and bring that back. That's who you are. That love is who you are at your core. Number one of these numbers, I think 10. I thought I only did 10, but there's more than that. So a bunch. What did I learn about the silence or the stillness that I can practice right now? This helps you find the all is one feeling without needing a substance. So the goal is to use these things as a stepping stone, as a bridge, as a doorway, but then not to need them as that doorway, because the doorway isn't within you. This is just showing you that it's possible. The breath work, the psychedelic breath work, and the other ones, they show you what's possible. They show you what you can connect to. And then the goal is to connect to it on your own through meditation, through breath, through all of these other modalities. And you can access it at any point. You can keep it at any point. It is you. It's your birthright. And here we go again. The last one is, what is one physical object I can keep nearby to remind me of the lessons I learned? Maybe it's a stone, maybe it's a plant or a picture that can help you phase lock you back into that wisdom. So if this helped you and you have a better understanding of integration, if you have a better understanding of what you're doing, if these journal prompts seem helpful, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys. Much love.